Lagos, good morning. Good Tuesday morning. Good Tuesday productive morning. Smooth 98.1. It's time for Business Express. I am Rotus or Clementine. And what was it? Sugar? What was it? Black Sugar? Was it Black Sugar? Was that the name?
Black Panther.
Black Panther, Black Sugar. Dolapo Ashiru is in the studio with me today. Dolapo, thank you for coming in. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Lagos, and thanks for having me.
Yes. Lagos, remember that you can be part of the conversation. Send in your messages 0809 444 on WhatsApp, or you can hit us up on Twitter at smooth981fm. Let's see now. Market activity yesterday. Okay, so Dolapo, let's just jump right into this.
Okay.
This is the headline from Reuters, and I always do the stock market recap, but let's just tie them together. Nigerian stocks drop to 3-month low after Buhari eyes re-election. So let me just run through the market. Very bad belly headline. Okay, so 1.1% is what the market dropped by yesterday. 40,429.1 points. So far this year, we're up by just 5%. Market cap is down to 14.6 trillion naira. 17 gainers, 30 losers. Learn Africa was the top gainer, up by 9%. CNI Leasing was the top loser, down by 9%, and we're at 362 naira to the dollar. So, Dolapo, let's spend some time talking about the president's decision. It's all over the news now to run for re-election. Yes. Now let's talk about the bad belly headline. Reuters is saying that a lot of people, even me, I was a little mischievous on Twitter yesterday. I was like, the market dropped after Buhari made his announcement. Why is this headline mischievous?
First of all, the market has been on a bearish trend even from last week, so it just moved into yesterday. Apart from that, also Lafarge bought out his result. They made a loss, but they're actually going to still pay dividends from their reserve. They're going to pay dividend of 1.50 naira. So all those things cumulated into the market
dropping yesterday.
And so, I believe people just put two and two together and said,
said it was Buhari.
Has been for the past 3 months. It has been trending downwards.
I think it was negative for March, wasn't it?
So it just packed everything and blamed it on
Buhari. And Lagos, you guys have to be careful. These are the mislead people. So really, and I'll admit, even me, I engaged in that. But yeah, truly, even so the chances are, even if Buhari had not made his announcement yesterday, the market probably would have been down.
People are looking for a good scapegoat. It came in quite handy.
Okay, you know what? Let's talk about it. So how, with him planning on running again, between now and I guess next year, how do you think foreign investors are going to react to this? You think there's going to be
I said during our first interview this year, I think 3rd of January or so, that most of the action in the stock market will happen. I mean, if you want to make money in the stock market this year, the first 6 months is the time to make money.
Okay.
That towards the second half of the year, things will start slowing down because we're gradually entering an election cycle. So, like I said, there was a Santa Claus rally in December last year, which split over to January.
Right.
And as results started coming out, the market started to time because a lot of profit taking. Most people have factored in the results into the share price. So, a lot of people are harvesting their capital appreciation and just not looking at the dividends anymore.
Okay.
So generally, it's a good time. I mean, people are going to make money this half, but next year things will start. And already, foreign investors, the amount of money they bring into the market is actually reducing.
It's slowing down.
It's slowing down. So we'll see more of that. It's not so. Foreign investors have two major risks when they invest in this part of the world. The first is the foreign exchange risk. That will I be able to take my money out at the same exchange rate I brought it in?
Right.
So they want the foreign exchange to move. They don't want the
volatility.
No, not volatility. The exchange rate to move against them.
Okay.
You understand? And the next phase, political risk.
Okay.
So, and we're going to have a lot of that this year because primaries are going to take place this year, both federal, state levels. So, many of them are just trying to
ease up
and cash out now, then and watch what happens.
Okay, so that's on the foreign investment side. Okay, what about capital projects between now and election time? Do you expect that to slow down?
It will be the best interest of Buhari to make sure that he does as many capital projects as he can between now and December, so he can have something to brag about during elections, that I've done this, I've done that, I've done that. I also find it very instructive that when they came to Lagos, he didn't really come to commission or launch any federal government project. I mean, he launched the Ikeja terminal, which is a state project, and he went around Eco Atlantic and
with that supermodel.
Big up for him. And they went to go and see what's hope. I think Oshibaju was the one that went to the Lekki Free Trade Zone. So those are not really. I felt that he would have at least said things that will make Lagos State citizens happy. Like for example, like I'm going to make sure that I give Lagos State as an ex-capital of Nigeria a special status.
Okay.
You understand? I'm going to maybe finance a 4th mainland bridge or do one, but he didn't really do all that. So I think it's in the best interest to try and make sure that between now he launches as many capital project as possible, so people will say that at least he's working.
Okay, speaking of that, since you mentioned, since you want to he wants people to say he's working. Can we point within the last, now that he's coming up for election?
Say he's working. So it's
no problem.
Let me just a prayer point.
A prayer point. Okay. Can we, in over the last 3 years of this administration, can you point out any signature economic policy or any signature move on the administration's part? Can we Lagos, I don't know if you want to send in a message on WhatsApp, anything. Can you send anything?
They're fighting corruption.
They're fighting corruption, is that it? That's it, that's all you have?
Corruption is a very big matter.
So Dolapo, you can't give me any signature economic policy from this government. What about
VADES?
VADES?
Yeah.
But Voluntary Assets Income Declaration Scheme. But that was delayed. They extended VADES now. The deadline was March 31st.
Yeah, so everybody can pay up now.
The taxes.
Yeah.
I'm
thinking her TSA.
It's TSA policy. Treasury single account.
It's not part of fighting corruption.
We're laughing, but we can't find anything. Lagos, if you have any signature economic policy that the president has passed in his last 3 years that has affected you in one way or
another.
Anchor scheme. The anchor for agriculture, for the farmers.
Yeah.
But did that affect the price of food? The food inflation is still high. Domestic production hasn't increased. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here to your suggestions.
Because if you continue like this, then that means they're corrupt.
Most of the money that was supposed to be meant to get to the farmers, they didn't spend it.
But the truth is that for the economy, I'll give Buhari a very, very low mark.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
What I really liked about him at the beginning was security, but even this security and corruption thing is being unraveled. You understand? So it came out, when it came out, the war against terror, he was winning, but the Dapchi girl things came, really messed that up. Although
they've rescued most of them.
But the thing was that was basically, from what I hear, it could have been a ransom kind of thing.
Right.
I prefer if the army actually went there and got them out than people saying that money or something's changed hands. I didn't like that. So so Buhari has a lot of work to do between now and the next election.
But let's be honest, where would you put his chances of winning? 60%, 70, 80?
It's going to be high because of the power of incumbency and because PDP as an opposition party hasn't really gotten its act together. PDP has by now, if PDP they really know what they're doing in PDP, they should have now been a very formidable opposition party because they have everything they have a lot of things to talk about and to agitate, but they're not really getting
okay. So let's assume he wins. Do you think over the next 4 years of the second Buhari administration that he can possibly implement some things he didn't get a chance to? Are you optimistic about that?
I think you implement, but one thing about the regime is that they're traditionally very slow.
Yeah,
you understand. So things will get done, but.
It's at a slower pace. Well, okay, Sheon has sent a message on WhatsApp. Stock market may or may not have trended downwards. Okay, but why did he too put his bid to run for re-election? Sheon, he's the president and he's supposed to do that. Thanks for your message on WhatsApp. Let's see here. Good morning. Why FBNH, Fidelity, Sky, Unity, Sterling, Diamond, and Wema not released their results? Okay, you didn't send a name to this message, and we don't normally read. Okay,
FBN has said that because of the structure,
right?
And they have different regulators. For example, there's an insurance component in the FBNH holding,
right?
So they have to NICOM, that's the insurance regulator, has to clear the results. They have different. They have the asset management and FBN capital. So that one SEC has to clear the results and the bank again. So the only excuse is that because of their unique structure, lots of regulators have to okay the results before it comes out. Traditionally, FBNH always brings out the results after March.
Okay. Fidelity, I think we touched on Fidelity last week with the horsemen. Their one was an audit issue, I believe. The auditing wasn't completed, but they said they'll release theirs before the end of this month.
Skybank, most of these results will come out in April,
yeah.
What about
Skybank? Their own is different.
Skybank is in the CBN intensive care unit. So for some time now they've not even released like two years results.
2016 is the last time.
So a lot of things need to get
Skybank's one is different. I think Diamond. We also treated Diamond last week. I think it was an audit issue. So, but Diamond, we're expecting Diamond this month. FBNH Fidelity. So yeah, that's the story with that. But please add your add your name to these messages. Let's see here. Victor Osai, the major economic policy of his was increasing the price of dollars and of course mopping up cash from our pockets. 2019 will be interesting. Victor on WhatsApp. Remember guys, you can send your messages 0809 444 981. Okay, Dolapo, we mentioned Lafarge real quick. Surprising results here. I mean, cement company of northern Nigeria, their result was positive. Dangote Cement, of course, his results are always positive. But Lafarge, they had a profit after tax, which was a loss, 34 billion from 16 billion profit in 2016. What happened here with Lafarge?
Basically, costs went high for obvious reasons, and also the fact that they have a dollar-denominated loan, which is so the balance sheet is leveraged, but they had raised some money to a rights issue last year. So by the time that money comes in and reflects in the Q1 results, you'll have, at least to a large extent, deleverage the balance sheet. Then we can see profitability gradually come back to the
Okay. So it's I'm showing impairments and a number of other things. So
and there's some projects too that they've engaged in for the Unicem plant. They have to build the road. They have to do a road network. So
let me see here.
Those are one-off
loss, so it shouldn't be impact them going forward. And then also their finance costs. I think they booked a pretty big foreign exchange loss, about 13 billion naira last year. So that was also the foreign exchange movement that you're talking about. Okay, let's see now. Another message here on WhatsApp. Rotus, you said policy or you meant politics? This administration knows nothing on policy than to blame the past administration. This is from Bola on WhatsApp. Bola, why so cynical? Huh? Why so cynical, Bola? Okay.
That could be a policy.
You have to strictly economic policy. That's what we're talking about. Okay. Inflation for February, Dolapo, is still again and again high base effect. That's what we keep hearing. But FSDH is saying here they expect it to drop to 13.4% for February. Do you see anything different? Inflation to continue to trend downwards?
I see it continue to trend down, but month on month. If you compare January to February, I'm a bit concerned about the food inflation.
Right.
You understand? A chunk of it was because of things like dairy products and all that, and because
you see yourself, you are concerned about food inflation, but when I ask you for policy, you mentioned Anchor Borrowers Program for agriculture. So what you see? Do you see what I'm talking about? I asked you to give me a policy. You mentioned the Anchor Borrowers Program. And look at that, you're still concerned about food inflation. It's still high. Okay, we've got about a minute left, Dolapo. This is from Nairametrics, or rather, they're looking at a Stanbic report here on the foreign exchange. It said this data suggests it's time to converge the FX windows. Ugo Dre on Monday was like, before I even got into my spiel on the market, it was like, Rotus, so we've had stable exchange rate now for almost a year. Stanbic is saying in their report that, hey, look, they've had more trading on the I&E window than CBN intervention efforts. Why not just merge the foreign exchange into one rate? I would assume that you agree with this.
I totally agree with that. I think it's time for us to just merge everything and consolidate into one.
And bring some clarity to the market. Let people just know that this is... In fact, I've been reading 362 naira to the dollar now for Lord knows how long. So there we are. We just keep it there. Huh? Dolapo, we try and keep our fingers crossed. It's going to be an interesting year. Thank you guys so much for your messages on WhatsApp. Let's see one more here from Tony. He said they successfully implemented Operation Python Dance. This is on
Catrice
on WhatsApp. You guys are very sarcastic on Business Express this morning. Thank you guys so much for your messages. That's all the time we have. Remember, we are streaming on YouTube. You can check out Dolapo and his fancy CEO suit. www.youtube.com/smooth91fm Lagos. Thank you guys for tuning in to Business Express. We will be back 7 o'clock. It's Muyiwa Afolabi, frankly speaking.
Business Express on Smooth 98.1.